Welcome to Fate's Forge, a D&D podcast. You're listening to Van Richten's Guide to A Curse of Strahd. Continuing the adventure.
As
I like how straightforward you are.
You kind of saw it.
I like.
But
What?
from where you guys are
You
at,
make a
you
joke
can't
about
see
Mondays.
this entity. You can't see what's occupying the chair, but you know, Von Richten said there's something there. As you get there, a little child is occupying the space whose head doesn't fully reach the height of the table.
Were you giggling earlier in the other room?
A conspicuous child-sized form is seated under a sheet covering one of the chairs. Beneath sits a ragged doll in a frilly red dress as the child's presence, like its image, dissipates, and the doll itself in the frizzy red dress remains.
So the doll
A
is...
white patch covers a missing button eye.
Yeah, what I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so from there I'll throw the water on the fire.
All right.
Make sure I'm standing
Why
back.
don't you roll me a ranged attack? You throw the water from the water skin in there, and the fire is crackling and blazing, and the water hits it, and it's like a muffled thump, and you can hear the fire kind of protest, but then it resumes its fiery fire.
No.
Fiery specter! This is a little fire mephit.
Hey!
Stabs its corporeal form, and then it
Well
it
done.
whisks away.
We're on a roll at doing final hits. Holy
job.
cow.
Nice.
On a
Good
roll?
job.
Ah.
On a roll, baby.
Okay.
And where you notice that there was a pilot light here in the chimney and is now extinguished.
Okay. I think that's
you
a
can
sign.
feel the dreadful air in the room kind of just dissipate, and the emotion that you felt from the specter, who was super angry, has been whisked away.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Does Van Richten do anything, or do we
Just-
leave? Oh, sorry.
If we're still in combat,
Sorry.
I'm going to disengage and move back
Of
from
course.
the chimney, where
Yeah.
the chimney witch of moving this. told
So
us.
Van Richten says, I'm going to go ahead and do detect good and evil, see if there's a way that we can detect if this is what the intention was of the evil spirit. So he does his wisp of his cane and casts the magic. You can tell that there is no presence of evil here, and it seems like it has retreated up the chimney, and it seems like it's satisfied the demands of the requirement for the seance.
So we don't need to cast magic missile on the chimney, do we?
I don't think so. I think we've been able to satisfy that. I'm worn out. You got me using spells that I haven't used since I was a young lad. I can't believe this. But you guys are growing on me.
Well, we appreciate you using the
I
spells
bet
on
that
us.
was a long time ago when you were a young lad.
No, it was some time ago, but Boulder Gnome,
Ow!
don't be so
Why
careless.
me?
All right. So he recommends that you guys head your way back to the parlor room, or at least that's where I'm going to be headed.
Yeah.
So I can take a break and rest.
Okay, we do that.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, fine.
Renwick, you may be the littlest member of the party, but you have the biggest heart.
I'll be the damage sponge.
Okay, so, however, he thinks there still might be more that we're going to have to continue to explore.
Yeah.
Because, we've satisfied her demands, but we got to figure out why. Why is Lady Silva here? You guys said something happened in the ballroom, but I presume there might be more to this narrative.
That's
That
very
we'll have to
presumptuous
figure
of
out.
you.
I know, isn't that crazy? There are not one but two more levels and a basement. Presumably, I saw the stairs that we might have to explore too. But he says, if we can get some more information, and by the end of 24 hours, which it's only been about 10, we should be able to conduct another seance. The second seance. And maybe
Right.
with that, you might be imbued with more power. Okay, so is the consensus here we're going to take a short rest?
I think
believe
that
so.
might
mean-
be helpful
That would be very helpful.
for some.
Well, I'll get to it. I have some writing to do.
Okay. All right. I take a nap. I eat a sandwich and take a nap.
Okay.
But I have used virtually all my resources.
Okay, so you guys,
For your
take an
spells.
hour here to do a rest, so you can benefit from a short rest. Feel free to take any hit dice that you'd like to recover, and you'll be able to gain some health. And Van Richten is going to be doing that as well. I don't think he got hit though. He used some of his spell slots, and he'll figure that out. But when the hour ends, why don't we make a passive perception?
What? Passive?
Excuse me, a group perception, not a passive.
Do you want me to be rolling here, Andy?
No.
That is a 15. And would it be better for sound if I rolled on like a piece of paper or something?
No.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah, if you had something to muffle it, it sounds
you.
cool when it rolls, but
it's yeah.
I got a 14.
I got a 15.
I got a 1.
Oh no.
so the wall that is north of you guys. So if we're looking at the map here, it's going to be at the top where you haven't been. You can hear like loud sounds, just like thumping, the sound of chains. You can hear the sound of cries, a child cry, a woman cry, but it's coming from that side of the mansion.
Hey, Grandpa,
Somebody needs help.
are there other actual people here, or are these things they're haunting?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
Oh.
As he like yawns and stretches, like, "Oh, that was a good nap. Why don't you go check it out, and I'll wait here."
Well, the best way to find out if somebody actually needs help is to go and find out. So I'm gonna go towards the sound.
Okay. So on the map here, there is another door that I didn't really make apparent. So in this room, north, south, and east, in the main parlor room where you guys do the seances, there are 3 doors. And then there's a big like hearth, a big fireplace that is on the west side. And so if you'd like, you can go up north. That's where the sounds of the crying and the wailing are coming from.
Okay, I'll go up north.
Okay?
You're the one who's really hurt. No.
Yes.
You're still really hurt,
I'm
right?
technically at full hit points right now.
cool. Look at that.
Which is what, 7?
7.
7.
Okay, maybe we can ask our
Anyone else
ranger
coming?
or our rogue, our wizard who has great spells.
I'm gonna try
We
and
can-
sneak.
We can ask them to do it
before-
instead.
I'm gonna tell her, hey, you hold on. I'm gonna try and be quiet and see if I can see anything without them noticing.
Okay.
I can be sneaky.
I can invisible myself, but I won't be able to see anything. More than likely.
Is it still really dark in this place?
Where you're at, it's lit by candles, but everywhere else it's very dark. So what did you get?
I got a 14.
Okay. Yeah. And you want to go out of the room first?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak out of the room and see if I can.
You notice that this is a long hallway adorned with pictures on the wall of portraits of notable people. With that perception, you do notice that there are a couple of pictures that you've seen that are in some of the rooms that you've already been in. So in one of the waiting rooms where the harp was, there was a picture of a noble lady in a very fine ballroom gown. You've seen her portrait here on this wall as well.
The haunted portrait isn't up there as well, right?
There is a man clad in armor.
That looks like the one that was purged.
It looks very similar to the one that was purged, yeah, but not possessed. Like you can visibly see that it's canvas. It's a man holding his helmet with his sword on the other hand on the ground. He's kind of like chest out, full plate mail, that kind of thing. And it's a little bit different than the other portrait that was seen that Renwick took care of last time.
Okay.
But you do see a lady with a parasol who's in that gown that I mentioned. That was a portrait of her is also in the room where the harp was.
Evil Mary Poppins.
And there's no one screaming. There's no chains. There's no babies crying.
Not in this hallway.
Great.
So in this hallway, you do see to your left coming out, to the east, you've got a door. To the west, you've got a door. And then all the way down the hallway, you've got another door. And then the hallway back behind you does kind of curve 90 degrees and then presumably leads back to the main foyer with the statue of the Periton. So you have a number of doors. Oh, and then there is another door. So there's like 5 or 6 doors here. That
Okay, and then this is the staircase going down?
that's the staircase going up in that main foyer.
That one goes down.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No.
All right, well, let's scout out the rest of this.
Okay.
And then, now, the number one rule of horror movies is don't go upstairs. But the main lesson from Inglourious Bastards is don't have a fight in the basement. Spoiler.
I've not watched that one.
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
I think going down to this dark, spooky basement
And
is general.
am I able to?
You would prefer to not do that, or
Get
would you prefer to do that
senses
when
to
you're in a little stronger
the
position?
direction of
Yes.
There we go.
the screams and chains and crying.
Great question. Why don't you roll me a survival check?
Survival.
Oof.
I can do that one. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that's really good. 23.
All the way down the hallway, straight in front of you. Sounds like there's noise there.
So down
Yep.
there, not around the curve.
Not around the curves. Right there.
I'm gonna turn around to the door and motion everyone
I'm gonna creep around the corner.
that they
And
can
skirt
come
down.
into the hallway, and I will continue to sneak down to that door.
Okay, we will support him.
Okay, yep, I'll be behind him.
Will someone guide me?
Yes.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Wait, is that what you meant?
Offer my tiny arm.
Okay, I will hold your arm. Right away.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, have you been blinded or something terrible?
I can't see in the dark.
It is dark in this room.
Oh, Kate. Should I cast the light spell?
Sure.
Okay, I tap your bracelet, and it is now benefiting from a light spell.
Oh, look, it shows the time and everything.
My heart rate is on this bracelet.
Yeah, it can measure your steps, too.
Okay. I have you guys in this marching order. Is that sufficient for you guys?
Yeah.
Can we put Katie behind me?
Oh, okay.
I have 15 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
Kieran, what are you doing?
So I'm at the door, and I sense that there's screaming and chains and like commotion from the door.
As you approach that door, so from where you were when you did the survival back at the end of the hallway, you could hear it, but then when you approach the door, it's silent.
Is the door locked?
No, it doesn't appear to be locked.
I will crack the door and peek inside.
Okay. Appears to be a greenhouse.
Cool.
Is this a servant? Oh, this is the conservatory. I think it's the conservatory.
In the conservatory
Yeah,
with
the conservatory.
I was
candlestick.
thinking, I was trying to remember which room the conservatory links up with. That's like
The lounge.
the lounge. Okay, there we go.
Colonel Ketchup.
That's
My
right.
frog is named Colonel Mustard.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's so...
All right. Desiccated vines sprawl across the table and foggy glass walls of this conservatory. Rusted gardening tools and pots of barren soil lie scattered across sturdy wooden tables. Between eye blinks, the conservatory is alive and filled with flowers. A transparent woman with a veiled hat and parasol strolls through the room. She pauses here and there to admire a bloom or just a pot, and then looks toward you. As suddenly as she appears, she vanishes, and the room lies in ruin once more.
My friends, all is not as it seems here.
Oh, this is cool.
I look back at the portrait of the parasol lady.
It is the same person.
Ta-da!
And then when you look back, where she went and like touched the flower, you see a figure who is bound by tendrils of inky vine
In the tenebrous corners of this place.
in the tenebrous corners of this place. Who is
I'm gonna-
gagged and struggling as best he can.
Mage
I'm
hand to remove his gag.
Can
You are
see
not
him?
at the door.
Oh, sure. No, I don't know if I can see him, but I heard the flavor text.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yeah, you can try to use Mage Hand to.
I lift
grab
up the gag.
It resists.
I will.
Oh, that's all my ideas.
I will move just inside the door and so he's bound by vines.
Dark and black inky vines that, well, it's
Oh.
inky like substance, but they look like vines.
So it's not like plant vines.
Plant vines, but an inky substance. Not actual plant vines, but it looks like it's
Like a shadow.
the
plant.
shadow of a plant, but it's inky and gross. That's like
Do I see a
protruding out of-
source of the inky vines?
he's like completely wrapped around it all. It appears to be in the square that he's in.
Does he recognize me?
So why don't you roll a perception check? I was about to say that.
I mean,
But we can all pretty much assume.
15.
Yeah, you know exactly who it is.
I
Friend of
will
yours.
immediately run over and try and assist him in getting freed of the. I'll actually use my silver dagger to try and cut him free of this substance.
Okay.
Not a friend Karen has deemed this room as safe. We're good to go in.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I'm gonna go in.
You're gonna
and,
jump in this
um,
too?
Do
I need to roll
initiative or anything?
Not yet.
I'm gonna ready an action to shoot Eldritch Blast at the first hostile that appears.
Okay.
So I'm covering my friends. I go like this.
And then Jeremiah, what were you doing?
Oh, I'm going in also because Karen ran in, so clearly this room is safe.
Okay. I'm gonna try
So
some.
I'll just be at the door.
I don't know
But
if
I'm
this
gonna stay in the hallway.
Okay, so
I'm still in the hallway.
you're still in the hallway.
So just boom. Perfect.
Okay, so as Kieran runs up to his friend to use the knife to cut the rope, the knife doesn't seem to be doing much. But as he grabs it, you can kind of tell that his knife isn't like going through or even like making contact with the vines, but your hand is. You're able to grab it with your hand. So if you want, you can make a strength check to attempt to pull this off of your friend.
Be
Good
careful.
thing I'm so buff.
I don't think this looks very nice.
it's a trap.
11.
You fail.
Of course I do.
You and the person bound take 2 points of piercing damage. We're gonna have Cole and you can see 2 or 3 tendrils of similar vines jet out from these cabinets that are all around the place where the plants are housed in, and they reach for Cole and they reach for Renaway. So
Okay.
they're gonna make a couple of ranged attacks here. Does a 16 hit you, Renaway, and does a 4 hit you, Cole?
No.
No.
Is this something I can shoot at?
You can, if you want, you can have your thing go off.
I do. I get a 21. Ooh, haha. And I would do 10 points of force, 2 points of thunder damage.
Your shot hit its target, but it went right through.
Okay.
And then a 16 doesn't hit you,
No.
Renaway? Okay.
So
Good. So make me a strength check,
Good to be a
Mel.
cleric.
yes.
It's very good to be a cleric.
Kieran.
What did I say, Mel? I said Mel. Kieran. Excuse me.
15.
That succeeds. You're able to pull off the gag from your friend. He's now able to breathe.
Kieran,
Sagan,
what are you doing here?
I was pulled back.
Thank you so much for finding me. I don't even know how I ended up here.
I don't either.
You two know each other?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's my friend.
Oh, cool. Well, it's nice to meet you. Let's get you out of these yucky vines. I'm gonna try and touch my holy symbol to the vine and see if it doesn't like that.
As he ripped off the vine from the mouth, it starts to wilt and wither,
okay.
and whatever's tying him around his chest and his legs start to disintegrate, and he finds himself above like a potted plant with a beautifully looking flower with it's more of like a vine with thick black berries. So like it comes back into its form, and it's got a couple of these really long leaves, and underneath it are 3 or 4 black berries inside this little pot.
Can I slice it with my silver dagger?
Sure.
What happens?
It falls off the vine. So one blackberry just falls off the vine.
I'm gonna take a blackberry and put it into my pocket.
Okay, you're gonna take one. Why don't we go ahead before we move forward here and have Mark introduce his character?
Yeah, so my character's name is Zagan von Drake. I am a paladin who grew up in the local area. Yeah, Barovia. And
Do you have a soul?
I hope so.
Most Barovian. Well, never mind. Asimar Glow makes a religion check. Gets a 9. Never mind.
Yeah, and I joined the military as soon as I could, and a lot of my military campaigns were hunting werewolves in the local area. So,
Interesting.
What do you look like?
I look like the closest description of what I look like is probably the main character on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
So are you human?
I am a human.
Okay. You both are.
Yes.
So.
What
Yep.
was your character's name?
Zagan.
Zagan von Drake.
Zagan. Kieran and Zagan. Okay.
Kieran and Zagan.
Before we continue, Jared
Oh, yes.
brought me a fun little treat or a little trinket back from his long trip.
I bought that for you in Turkey.
In Turkey.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Ooh.
I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to open it and said it might have relevance to the
You,
campaign.
I hope you can find use for it
I hope I can too.
in tactical role playing.
My other YouTube channel is all about unboxing things, so I thought this was appropriate to play this in here. Wow.
I just love crossovers.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is gorgeous. I love it.
Cool.
So
That's so cool.
I wanted to find one where you could pop the top off and put miniatures in there, but strangely enough, I couldn't find one.
It is beautiful.
So I figure that's close enough.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so
Very being
cool.
shot. I love it. Thank you so much, Jared. That's
That's
kind
so
of you.
cool.
That's so cool.
If you'd like to learn more, that's the Galata Tower in Istanbul.
Ooh.
I would love to learn more.
That's awesome.
I love it. Appreciate it, man.
Zagan.
Okay, so Zagan and Kieran know each other.
Zagan, I can't believe that you found me. I haven't been back but a few hours.
I don't know what happened. I was out looking, and the mist swallowed me up, and then I ended up here.
I think the mist may have
That
brought us
seems
back
to track.
together, actually.
Also, the parasol lady is not very nice, so...
She didn't seem very nice. I mean, she likes flowers, and flowers are good, but she.
Seems a bit presumptuous to carry a parasol anyways.
Cole, why don't you roll me a investigation check?
Oh, okay. I am investigating. 19.
You find a notebook among the cabinets where you're at.
I found a notebook.
It contains kind of a log and a journal of the local Green Thumb, or the person that was kind of taking care of this. And the person's name that you find is Lady Theodora Halvrest. Halvrest.
What's in that notebook?
Like plant stuff and
Oh,
taking care of plants.
that's actually interesting to me. Do you
Do-
mind if I have a look?
Oh, yes, of course. Have this gift. Maybe warming up to me soon-to-be friend Kieran.
I just take it right out of his hand.
So I heard Kieran called you a friend. How exactly does one achieve that status?
It's a good question. I don't actually quite know how I achieved that status.
You saved my life.
I did save his
Oh.
life.
Wow, that's great.
Note to self: save Kieran's life.
I assumed he just brought you some lasagna on a Monday.
Those dreadful Mondays.
It was, that
Can't
and the
save
lasagna.
Mondays.
The saving the life and the lasagna. That's really the key.
1-2 punch.
We gotta go back to the kitchen. Flour, lasagna. This is all making sense now.
Is there anything of interest in this notebook? Nature wise, survival wise.
Make a nature check, please.
Wow. I rolled a 2, so even with bonuses, it's gonna suck.
There is information you find, it's just in a language you can't speak.
Oh.
Or at least you feel like you can't speak. What languages can the folks here in the room speak?
Common, Vistanian, Draconic, and Darkonian.
Oh, wow, that's great.
That's cool.
I also speak Primordial and Celestial, if that's useful.
Thieves' Cant and Undercommon.
Abyssal and common.
Ooh. Got
Wow.
common, gnomish, giant, and undercommon.
Wow, we have like a lot of languages.
Yeah, we
That
have
is a lot.
diversified well, team.
We'll say it's in Gnomish.
Ooh, haha.
So our friend the Boulder Gnome reads it.
Wait, does she?
Well,
does she?
I'm looking up at the book. I can't quite see what's actually on the pages because you're significantly taller than me.
Yeah, I just put it in my pack. I don't even ask them.
Okay.
So, what
well,
was that book?
he
It's
was holding
got
the
a-
book.
No,
Oh, yeah,
you took it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just took it out of his
Okay,
hand.
you do the nature check.
Yeah.
Because we're working on friends.
So, what was in that book? It looked like the cover
Oh.
looked super cool.
It looked cool, but it's in some weird obscure language
Well,
apparently that
I like
nobody would speak.
to learn languages. Could I maybe take a look at it? I'll give it right back to you. I
Why?
promise. Well, because I'm curious. I'll give it right back to you. You don't even.
Okay.
I don't. If you don't want me to hold it, you can just hold it in front of me.
I'll pull it out of my bag and hand it over to her.
Okay.
Okay.
So cool. Thank you. What does it say?
You can't read it either, huh?
No,
Actually, I can.
So
Oh.
it describes the plant that she's been harvesting.
Okay.
This is a typical vine in Barovia. It's from a plant called belladonna. Belladonna.
Okay.
That's the name of the plant. And it has religious significance. It is a symbol to the god Ezra.
Wow, this is really cool. She's talking about the plants that she was documenting everything. There's some sort of religious significance to this one. I point to. Is there like a little picture or something?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's a
I like
sketch in there
point it-
of the plant that you
This is
guys
pretty cool.
collected. So
I
there were
hunched
3
down
berries.
over her diminutive stature.
Look at that.
There were
one.
3 berries, and you plucked
Oh.
one.
So I've got one in my pocket. So this is some sort of religious significance.
What does it say about the plant and berries?
What does it?
Why don't you make a nature check?
Okay.
Katie?
Nature check.
Does anyone have
You
a
gotta get better than me.
Well, nature's intelligence. I might not get better. That's a 13.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
She's got written there that ones that are fully ripened and that are matured fully and the fruit is born act as a good berry, equivalent to the effects of a good berry, which is 1 hit point.
Oh, these have like healing properties when they're ripe. Are these ripe? That
Why
we're
don't
not.
you make a nature check?
Okay.
Yes, let's implicitly trust the blackberries we just found in a
19.
haunted house.
They appear to be ripened.
Oh, this is perfect timing, you guys. We've got healing berries. Why don't we? Everybody should
I'll
take
go
some.
cut the other 2
Okay,
off the vine.
Here's your book. I hand you your book
All right.
up like as high as I can.
And
It'll take me a sec, Mark. What is your character's name again?
Zagan.
Zagan. Kieran Zagan. Zagan, what are you doing?
Has anyone heard of this Ezra lady? Also, I'm Zagan, by the way. I introduced myself to them and then asked them to introduce themselves to me.
Hi, Zagan. I'm Renwick.
Hello.
Older gnome cleric.
Yes.
Renwick.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
I am Cole Robotham, soon to be friend of Kieran, hopefully. I'm a wizard.
He's
But
a
I'm a wizard.
rogue. He doesn't.
He's a very talented wizard.
Not tricks, illusions. My name is Azamar Glow, and I am a whispering rain angel.
Wow.
And then
And I came to Ravenloft seeking my once true love.
this is gonna.
Have you seen him?
I haven't.
Dang it.
I finally got Kieran. Now I can't remember Mark's again.
Zagan.
Zagan, what is your race and class?
I am a paladin human
And then
Who also
Kieran.
cannot see in the dark.
who has problems seeing anything right
Oh,
now.
boy.
I have a light bracelet.
I can only cast one instance of the light spell. Do you have light spell?
I do not have
Getting
light,
is
unfortunately.
the first levels.
Kieran, while you are over
I think
there
I'll be-
harvesting berries, would you mind harvesting the vine? Like, black inky tendrils surely counts as an evil creature. 100 gold. If we kill evil things
Right,
and
I-
bring back proof, 100 gold.
Oh,
Join us on our quest.
That was the first task I had gone to embark on after escaping here.
As the exchange between friends and new adventurers finishes, and as the haunted, I guess, ambience or occlusion happens, the glass of the greenhouse crack as the tendrils wisp away for those who were attempted to be attacked and those who were attacked, and the room goes kind of dark again, and you don't feel the presence there anymore.
That was exciting. I'm
Good.
gonna make a perception check to see if anything around the room has changed. I guess
Sure.
other than the level of light, like if there's
Was
I
it
don't
was it ever
tracks or
light?
anything like that. Oh, ooh, that's a 7.
Good job, Katie.
Thanks.
You notice
Katie,
on-
is there any spell you can cast
Well,
1,000,000 times a day?
11.
Perfect, just enough. You notice
Good,
as you
good job, Renwick. Us cleric gals got to stick together.
as you're like looking around the room and you notice that those panes of glass crack. Each individual pane, as there are like 9 of them or 10 of them, is lettered.
Oh.
UNIVITED. In
uninvited.
spiderweb fashion.
Oh, uninvited.
Uninvited.
Guys, look at that. I think
Okay, so I'm sure this is perfectly innocent, and I'm sure it's not a ghost communicating that we're not supposed to be in this evil house. So let's keep going forward.
Agreed.
Perfect.
Hey, if I'm uninvited, when was I first invited?
It's a good question.
Oh, how many of the good berries did each of us get? Or
There's
how
only
many?
3 in total.
There are only 3 in total. Okay.
There were 3 berries.
Should I hang on to them, or does somebody else want to hang on to them in case I
But
go
you
down?
got the one. I plucked the other
Okay.
2.
Oh, great. Okay, so that's good.
Were you able to get me the stem, Kieran?
How much of the viney plant is there? Does it branch? and-
Yeah, it's got a base, root, stem, and then it's got 3 different branching out little branches. So there's still more to the mass of the plant, and there's a couple of leaves.
With my silver dagger, can I cut the smallest branch off
you could
and- there?
Thank
Oh,
you.
snap. Extending a belladonna branch. My goodness.
Oh.
Olives aren't native.
It's
but
the opposite.
belladonna.
It's the opposite of an olive branch. It's like saying
Here's
My
some
worst
poison.
enemy.
Oh gosh.
Kieran, why don't you take a point of inspiration?
Oh.
Woo. That's awesome. First inspiration of the campaign.
I'm working on giving it more. I watched a YouTube video where someone just like handed out like candy, and I'm like, I forgot that was a thing that the DM could do.
I think that inspiration point in the other campaign is the reason I didn't die much.
I think
earlier.
so. I think you're right.
So, for those of us who don't play much D&D, what exactly is a point of inspiration?
Ooh.
So it is a reward for accomplishing something, whether it's in battle, whether it's tactically, or whether it's through roleplay. Something that is, at least in my mind, builds the narrative, builds your character. If you've got certain fatal flaws and you're able to prove that you can move past that, then occasionally they'll be awarded. So if you do some stroke of genius, if you make the whole table roar in laughter, a lot of these things could add towards me awarding that. So I'm going to try to get better.
And do they do something,
Oh,
or are they just this is cool?
No, you can add a d6 to any roll.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll scale it. I used to do where you can re-roll, but in certain instances, may
The
not. be.
D6 is better because you can also combine it with advantage, right?
Right. You can combine
If
it
you
with
look
anything
here,
else.
You
It's
just
D6
click
anything.
on that, and it gives you a little sunshine.
Ooh.
When you get inspiration, that's how you know you have it.
Yeah. So you add
So
it there.
it's
So
both.
this is for Kieran specifically.
Right.
You'll get there, Cole.
One day I will be inspired.
Alrighty, so you guys make your way out of the room and back into the hallway. Where do we go? You've got three unexplored rooms and one that you presume will lead you back to the main foyer.
Which room has chains and screams emanating from it?
Well, let's go to this one we haven't been in. Let's try there.
Okay.
I go open the door.
This appears to be another waiting room, but as you can see here, there is...
This is tape that's being reflected.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's not a specter.
No,
Ooh,
that's
that'd
tape.
be cool though.
Yeah, it looks like there's some kind of
Yeah, you
ghost
should
in there
fight
waiting
another
for
one.
us.
Sorry about that.
And this
All
is
right.
Fate Forge's special effect budget.
There
We
it is.
used it all on this. Appreciate it.
Exactly. Yep. In that room, you can tell that it's similar to other waiting rooms. It's got similar sofas. It's got a love seat with 2 cushions. It's got an actual rolled out polar bear pelt, taxidermy thing, and there's I believe there's a hearth in there as well. Another fireplace.
I would like to search the room for things of note or interest.
Okay.
I too would like to search the room.
I will also do that.
Is there any magazines on a vampire's life that I can read while in this waiting room?
Yeah. The number one magazine in Barovia isn't Life, it's Unlife.
It's Unlife. A vampire's Unlife.
Okay, why don't we roll investigation for those who went into the room? I've got Kieran. I've got Cole.
We give you
and-
guidance.
I almost said Galadorn. What is your character's name?
Renwick.
Renwick. Galadorn was yesterday.
That one, well,
Yes.
it's John's character in that case.
Ooh. Yeah, switch dice.
I got a 21.
Good job.
18.
Investigation check. I got a 4.
Okay.
Okay, that sucked.
I stand outside the doorway.
Katie, makes her way around the room and she starts inspecting the hearth. And from the ashes, an arm emits
Ooh.
and attempts to grab you.
Wow, that's cool. Okay.
And it's going to try to roll to grab you. Does a 15 grab you?
Does not.
Okay. Grabs and you're able to, just
Little
dodge
sword.
out of the way as this weird stretched out arm is just kind of if you've ever played Dark Souls, there's a room where these weird spectral hands come out
Yeah.
and it's just trying to reach for something.
It's like, wow, guys, look at this.
You guys don't find anything else. Those that succeed don't find anything of note. Other than what was already described.
I'm gonna poke around in the ashes with my spear, see if there's anything buried in the ashes of the
Okay.
old fires.
Does an 8 grapple you? Probably
No.
not.
No.
Really?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. right. It happens every time. That's cool. I'm gonna go
You
over
wanna
here
stay
now.
any longer?
No, I'm gonna go
Away from
to
the fire
other
pit
bookshelves or something.
I'm gonna cut the claw end off of the polar bear and hand it to Cole.
Oh my goodness. There's
Oh.
so much happening here.
Thank you.
Why don't you make a nature check just to see if you're capable of making such a precision. You cut it with precision.
23.
Yeah, you can, but it's gonna take you some time. It's not gonna be like an easy swipe. But you if you wanted to, you could spend like 10 minutes to do it.
Never mind.
Okay.
It's the thought that counts.
That's right. Okay. That room goes dark.
Okay, we check out the next one. Okay.
Next time, it's like,
I throw the door open with my thaumaturgy cantrip.
This one seems to be almost identical, mirror image of the waiting room that was in here, where our friend Kieran heard the baby cry, but there is no such sound or anything in that room.
I want to flip the couch anyway.
Do it.
Make me a strength check.
Oh my gosh.
19.
It is flipped over, just like you did a day earlier.
Do any coins come out in there?
Yeah, there ain't copper pieces.
But it makes a
hidden
very,
between
very
the-
loud noise. And you hear from the other room, "Is that camp flipping furniture again? I can't put you in a burner. We're in a whole house."
Wasting all my good rolls on flipping furniture.
You got another room here.
Okay, I go in there.
I've already revealed here. So
Is there an
Wanna go to
awesome
that one?
tower we can go up?
Yes, there is an awesome tower.
I go up to an awesome tower.
Okay, so hold on before you
Oh,
get
sorry.
to the tower.
Sorry.
There is in here a special room. So this room, interestingly enough, appears to be another waiting room. It's crazy. Back then, lots of people waited. Apparently, there's lots of waiting here. In this gallery, moody landscapes and door busts atop marble pedestals collect dust in this modest gallery. In an alcove to the east stands a larger-than-life onyx statue of an athlete wrestling monstrous disembodied tentacles. To the west, a wall made of black stone carves into this room an arch opening into a darkened space beyond. So there's a statue there.
Okay, I go touch the statue.
I'm still busy with
Yeah.
see.
You messed that room up there, Kieran. Renwick, why don't you come back me up?
Zagan, what are you doing?
I walk up behind this glow person.
Okay. So you guys are gonna, so three of you, and then Cole, are you gonna back up your friend Kieran?
I'll back up my not yet friend,
Okay.
Karen.
No, you just go and touch it.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
say, what is your story, lost soul?
As you touch it, the figure's eyes open.
Okay.
At you.
Oh.
What color is the light that the figure's eyes?
Dark as night.
Okay, I cast thaumaturgy and I make my eyes go black too. And I say, your move.
A voice in your
The
head.
goal would be to get those two and Druidcraft, and then you'd be unstoppable.
There's a voice in your head.
Okay?
Shadowed fingers, eyes like glass. Beware the below.
So what you're saying is there's some sort of terrible monster in the basement we need to go vanquish.
There's a visual dot, dot, dot.
Thank you, quest giver.
I'm gonna look at the busts
Okay.
that are around the room. Like, is there anything engraved on like the base of them, or like, or if are they recognizable?
Absolutely. One of them says Dalk Dranzorg, and it looks like a bust of the knight that you saw
Yeah.
in the hallway. There's another bust that says Mira Silverhand, whatever her name was. Another one that says Theodora, and then whatever her last name was. I can't remember her last name. I have to switch over. to
Halvrist.
Halvrit. The other one has been scratched out. And it appears to be a bust of a child.
We saw a ghost
Does
of
the
a
child
child.
one have a name?
No, it's scratched out, but we saw a ghost of a child. Is there like?
We've heard it too.
I'm gonna look around the room for a button because the little baby ghost was looking
Yes.
for a button.
Secret
Very good.
door.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Oh,
Yep.
18.
Oh, you get 20.
Modified 20.
I mean, you're looking. It's almost as if you're at like a ghost hunter. You
Okay.
don't find anything in here.
Okay.
Doesn't seem
Like-
to be anything that matches what you were looking at.
Well, where did we hear the baby crying?
Back in there.
Let's go to the room where we heard the baby crying and look for a button. Or something.
I looked around that room for
Oh.
for a button.
Okay. Maybe the baby moves where it cries.
Maybe.
Maybe it's got power over this whole domain.
So-
Dun, dun.
So I think we should go upstairs or downstairs. Which does the party want to do?
So, as metagaming goes, there's a stairway that leads up here in the main foyer. There's also a set of stairs that lead
To the tower.
through the tower if you want to go up.
I feel compelled to go up to the tower because I feel drawn to it because it looks so amazing and awesome.
Agreed.
Weird.
All right.
I will wander in from my couch flipping
Well,
and gander about, say, wow, this is some interesting art.
Yeah.
Kieran,
Yeah,
we're
it
going
really
to try to
is.
see if there are more couches
Where?
upstairs.
Okay.
Well, Kieran was
we-
flipping couches.
we need your
Can
help.
I
No one
look
can find
around
my
that room and see if there was anything in there?
Yeah, well, you go
Okay. That's not good. I rolled a 2, so I think I get a 5.
You
Yeah.
just noticed the statue, you didn't notice the busts.
No, so in this room.
Oh, in this
there,
room. Oh,
yeah.
there was nothing. There was
Okay.
nothing in the other waiting room that you were in that Kieran was flipping tables. Okay,
Couches.
yeah, that's love chairs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so the consensus is to go into the tower.
Yes. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Okay.
Okay.
I throw my glaive on my back and pull out my shield and hammer just because going up a spiral staircase probably can't use a glaive very well.
Yeah. The spiral staircase is, at least from where you're at, is 10 feet wide, and goes up, spirals up. As you look up the tower, you can see a story above where there should be an actual floor that is somewhat caved in, and down below you see rubble on the floor. So it does spiral up, and you can see it continue to spiral up to a third, but it gets really, really dark. And as you approach the stairs, you hear the sound of wind.
So there's probably a hole somewhere. Gaps in the stairs.
So you're saying this is a holy tower?
Oh, that's the best.
Get out of here
I'm
with
gonna run up the
that.
stairs. Okay.
We want
I'm
to do
gonna start
marching
running.
order?
I'm
What are
gonna
we
start
looking
running
to
up the stairs.
do? Okay, marching order.
I can go first.
Okay. I will cast light on your shield,
Ooh, I like it.
so your light spell turns off. If you want to stick right next to him, you can.
I do. My battery died.
Oh. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you don't mind.
Would it be best if I brought up the rear in case anything?
Perfect. To cover the rear guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're babying you, not because you're the girl in the group, but because your hit points are so desperately low.
Okay, so you guys ascend the first flight of stairs. You reach a landing here, and Mark feels at first that the sound of wind now becomes an actual physical wind pushing against you. Would you please roll me a strength check?
Sure. 11.
You're pushed off. You fall 10 feet.
Can I roll athletics to see if I'm able to dampen the fall with my athletic abilities?
No, you failed that check. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, falling damage.
Goodness gracious.
As wind, very high gust of wind pushes you as you step on the landing up, 10 feet up to the next
Okay.
level.
Zagan, that's the wrong direction.
Hey, Cole,
Yeah.
you're up.
Oh.
You watch this happen as your friend's pushed off the ledge. He falls down and he's prone.
Yeah, can you pass your shield up? Cole still needs it to see.
Yeah.
I can't
I just
see.
Captain America throw my shield. Here you go.
I will Winter Soldier catch the shield.
Perfect. Why don't you roll me sliding? dex thing.
Okay. 18.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm laying up as I'm falling down. I'm like, ah. And then I land on my back in pain. But at least he can see.
Yes.
/ block.
I have a shield now. We're good. Do we want to keep pushing on through the wind?
Quite literally pushing on.
Okay.
Quite literally. Okay,
We will push on in a democratic fashion.
Why don't we all, if we're all going up, why don't we roll a strength save?
Maybe there's something we can do to turn off this wind.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 3. I fall 2.
Holy crap.
I got it.
Yeah, I also got a 3.
Oh, you guys all fall.
5.
10
Have I
doesn't
moved out of the
succeed.
way at this point, or are they just landing on top
Yeah,
of me?
it's just it's a pile of adventures, man.
I'm like, okay, so apparently our number one enemy is stairs now. Or wind? How much damage do we take falling?
Cole takes 5.
Ouch.
Wait, can I attempt?
Flo
To,
takes
can I
6.
can I attempt to catch the gnome as she's falling?
Renwick
Like a
takes
football.
4,
Okay.
and Kieran takes 2.
Oh, goodness.
Wow, I didn't know.
Good thing you land on your feet.
So deadly.
Cat
Oh, that was like 20 hit points.
Okay, here's your shield, Sagan.
Thank you.
Maybe the ghost that's doing this, because at this point that's not natural and it's clearly a ghost, is somewhere else in the house and we should go kill them
And
first.
then,
Again.
just as you make that point, Cole, you see inky tendrils at the top of the stairs start to form. And it isn't just tendrils, but they're like weaving into each other, creating some sort of a barrier. What appears to be a dark, inky barrier.
Maybe there's more good berries up there.
That'd be great.
Right?
We could use that.
What belladonna berries?
I'd like some great berries at this point.
So, do you guys want to use your good berries?
No, I'm gonna save those.
Okay.
That one.
Alright.
I've got one.
So, folks, are we standing back up here?
I think we need
Come on,
to head
come
into
straight.
a different direction.
I agree. I think this is above our weight class right now.
Yes.
So I guess the alternative would be go downstairs.
Or upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah, downstairs or upstairs?
Oh,
So,
okay, 'cause there's multiple upstairs.
I guess
Which do you prefer?
I thought we had decided to go up.
Then let's do that.
What did the shadow? What did the
I just
statue
wonder
say?
if all the damage
Shadow
we took is just
fingers,
changed
I have slight glass below down below.
Okay, so there's something down below. There's something mean down below too.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
there's something mean everywhere. The shadow.
What is this?
this is the
Oh
place.
wait,
of-
I wouldn't know this. I'm metagaming.
Yeah, I don't know this either.
We're going up.
Yeah, up. This is you were going up to the second floor.
Now
It
that
didn't
we've
work
changed
so
the
well
map,
for me to go
maybe we
last
want to go
time.
down.
No. We are going up.
I have this strange feeling we have to go up.
Yeah, last time when I went last, it didn't go so well. I'm going to go first this time.
Yeah, you head up here to the second floor hall. There's another hallway that stretches down. You have dark vision, I presume.
Yes.
Because of this limitations of this, it does go down, but it curves down to the right.
Okay.
And there are 2 rooms on the left and 1 room on the right that you can see. This overlooks obviously the foyer on the first level, and you can see a chandelier that's unlit. What fate will befall our adventurers next? Will they ever make it up the tower? Will they reach the buffeted top? Do they dare adventure the next flight of stairs? Or will they succumb to the fear inside? Who is this Zagan? What does he mean to the rest of the group? Will Cole ever make new friends? Will curiosity be the end of Renwick? And will Glow's light ever go out? Join us next time.
You're listening to Van Richten's Guide to A Curse of Strahd. Quest with us, where adventure abounds. Next time in the Fates Forge.